So something strange is really going on in Piggy Book 2 chapter 9. And I feel like the further we get in the chapters, it looks like we're getting very close to the source of the insolence. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over all the secrets in Piggy Book 2 chapter 9. So if you have not played it, again, this video will contain spoilers. So do make sure you check it out. We did do a full gameplay on it, so feel free to watch it. But if you are looking forward to today's video, remember to leave a like on it and feel free to subscribe for more. And if you want to show your further support to me, you can always use star code BIGB2 when purchasing Robux or Premium. So let's go ahead and get this started. So chapter 9 was incredible. Again, in today's video, I'm going to be just covering all the secrets. I will be bringing out some predictions, which you might see some prediction videos coming out either later today or tomorrow. So do be on the lookout for that if you want to see exactly where chapter 9 will be going. And if you have any predictions or any secrets that I missed, make sure to comment them down below. So let's go ahead and jump into the notes. I think that's quite important to check out because these notes reveal a lot. So the first note I'm going to talk about is the note that's actually inside of this creepy candle maze. So once you get the candle and you go inside this maze, there's a note on the floor, and the note says, "This room is peculiar. What purpose does and did it serve? On with the expedition." So no idea who could have written this note, but it looks like whoever kind of just stumbled upon this room walked in and kind of walked out. So it looks like it wasn't really anything in here, at least. So very interesting. I mean, this note could have been written by Marcus, but again, that is not confirmed, so I'm not really sure about that, but we'll have some theories later about Marcus. Now there's also another note outside which says we have to find one of the first subjects to substance 128 in order to come up with some sort of cure. Where in the world are we gonna find any of them? Now, I believe that any of them is pretty much everyone back in Lucella. That's just my personal opinion. Now, substance 128 has been something that everyone's really been trying to figure out exactly. Well, remember we had this subject, I think it was 128, or, you know, subject was given substance 128 or something along those lines. Part of me is starting to feel like this is like that black kind of goo that's everywhere. But again, not sure. So this can really pertain to any of the characters, like the early characters that got infected, maybe even Mrs. P. So this is very interesting, guys. Now we do have a note pertaining to Tiggery that Tiggery has actually written. So let's go ahead and check that out. So here's a note which says, "I'm tired of being ignored and neglected. I'm sick of it. If they don't think I'm useless enough, if they don't think I'm useful enough for them, then I'll be more useful against them." Oh my goodness. Now this is quite interesting, and we're gonna play into the ending a little bit on why I feel like this, like, you know, Tiggery just pretty much told on himself in this situation and in this note. So very key note here by Tiggery. We also have another note which says, "Do you think they had any idea a tomb was here when they built the docks?" So whoever actually built the docks built over a tomb. Like down below, as you can see, there are 3 tombstones there. And we also have this kind of like dark substance that's pretty much from the distorted memory. Now this is where it gets very interesting because we have some names here. Now there's also a secret, like in the middle, what you will find is that that one is open and there is a blank note there. Now if you want to unlock the crawling trap, if you have not already done that, I will link a video down below in the description, or it may pop up on the screen now. That will also teach you how to unlock this, because once you unlock that, that will soon turn into a note which says soon. So that's something to bear in mind. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the tombstones. I'm probably going to do a separate video talking about these tombstones, and if you have any predictions on who these characters might be, let me know down below in the comment. But one tombstone to the left says, "Here lies King Milo. May he rule over the realm of the dead for eternity." Oh my goodness. So this is getting very creepy. And again, this is around the realm of like Mr. Stitchy, Insolence, like that whole world. I think these definitely have something to do with it. And on the other one, it says, "Here lies Queen Viola. May she continue her fierce conquest in the afterlife. So I feel like these two could be the source of everything. So this is super, super important, guys. Let's not forget about this tombstone under the docks. Now we have one more note here, and it says, we're caved in, trapped. It sounds as though the outside world went silent, has moved past us. So whoever was here was trapped inside of this cave. It looks like no one was coming to get them. So yeah, this is very, very interesting, guys. Again, a lot to talk about. But first, let's go ahead and roll into the ending here, because the ending was quite important, and the ending had a few good secrets in it, which we want to talk about now. And also bear in mind, there were Eye of Insolences around the map, Eye of Insolence around the map. And it turns out that any map that we actually see Tigry on is the Eye of Insolence around. This is so crazy, because if you think about the previous map that we were on, the ship, there was no Eye of Insolence found at all, and Tigry wasn't there. But the minute we show up to the docks and Tigry's there, that's when we start seeing the Eye of Insolence. So I do think that Tigry is linked to the Eye of Insolence. Now, before I break down the ending completely, I almost want to save that for the chapter 9 predictions. We do see Tigry at the very end in a different outfit as well. Part of me was thinking that he had on William's scarf, but I do think that is just a scarf there to represent the old purple shirt that Tigry had. So there is a secret there, just in case if you're wondering. But wearing gloves almost seems like a criminal, shall I say. And he's also trying to get us to betray Willow, but we are not going to do that, I don't think, just yet. So once we make it to the very, very end, at least, there's a really cool secret here, because the old character that I believe Minitoon was talking about that we are actually seeing, which I have to double check because I don't think any of you guys actually got it. I was going to be adding you guys on Roblox, and I'm going to triple check this, but I don't think many people got it. If you did get it, I will be adding you on Roblox, so I will be checking that video where I asked you guys if you guessed correctly the character that will be coming back. I will be sending you a friend request. So yeah, there we have it. So in the end, Roby actually comes back, but it's not Roby. So we find out that Kona, who's a friend of Mimi, is the one that was building the robots. We predicted this in a previous video that maybe Kona was the one that built the robots, and maybe there was again someone building robots on this island. And it turns out that Roby is friendly. So it looks like whoever actually, like, it was confirmed that Kona said that, you know, he built the safe mall drone, like basically Roby in the mall, and someone built or either took over that Roby and put a chainsaw on it and made it crazy. So there is someone else out there that is tampering with the builds or building something else, because I mean, Kona is building friendly, friendly robots that are actually going to help us out. We also know about the military as well. I mean, there was a pretty good dialogue in the end, and there's also 2 endings as well. So looks like, again, Kona, the original inventor of Roby, and someone else has come along and changed it and added a chainsaw on it and made it infected. So very, very interesting here. Part of me thinks it's Mr. P, but we just don't know just yet. So yeah, this is just very, again, crazy. And I mean, Kona even said, like, whoever came up with that idea surely is missing a few screws in the you know what. So there you have it. And I mean, it could be Mr. P. It honestly could be Mr. P. Or maybe there's a third engineer out there that could be the one doing it. So there we have it. It also looks like we might be going to a lab as well. So now, before we go any further, I do want to say that there has been some links to Pony and the Insolence as well. Why? Because Pony had a lot of dialogues. Yes, there was some really interesting dialogues from Pony, saying things like, the voices make them stop, why me, why me, also get out of my head, get that thing's whispers out of my head, I can't take it anymore. I mean, some very, very interesting dialogues here. Things like, what in the world is that? stay away. So it almost looks like Pony is hallucinating, hearing voices all in his head. And I think it's only a matter of time before we get to the end of the chapter that something is going to take over, I believe, Pony, because also the infected are getting smarter and this is just getting more advanced, I feel like. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy, and those are all the secrets in this chapter. If there's anything I did miss, comment down below. Maybe we'll cover it in a second video. But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and share, and also feel free to subscribe for more if you're new. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!